Alright, what's up, y'all? Honestly, I feel sick as hell. I didn't want to record this because I feel fat and ugly. But I'm just laughing, I don't know, whatever. But alright, this one video that I'm going to show right now, this is, like I said, if you didn't watch my format video, this is basically where I interview people and I ask people questions. To see what people's perspective is, what their experiences are. There's different types of questions from it could get real dark, but it could get real happy as well. It's gonna be a variety. So this is the first one I'm putting out there. This one is about God. I wanted to know what people thought about him, how people perceive him, what people think of, just what random people thought about him. So this video is about that. So yeah, so I'm gonna be asking that question, and you're gonna hear them answer it. Yeah, so that's the name of the game. Yeah, and I just, if you were wondering, I have a channel that is dedicated just about God and God's stuff, because I do believe in him, and I do have a view of him and stuff like that, but I don't think I'm gonna put it here. But if you want to know that, then just go ahead and I have a link in the bottom for that. But yeah, so let's get into it. Show. What do you believe about God?
Yeah, sure. I wasn't your voice. I do believe there is a God. I think there's a lot more to God than anybody believes. I don't have the answers. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows, and I'm sure that God is going to be infinitely more than what anybody can predict. That's not to say that anybody has it perfect. I don't think anybody could possibly have it 100% on the nose. I'm not extremely religious, but I do have faith. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
This same question. Have you ever had any experience with God?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you name an experience with God?
Like spiritual experience,
Yeah.
or like, okay, yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
As stupid as it might sound, there's a lot of times that I've prayed when I've been in really, really terrible situations, just with feeling really, really lost, and it has brought me a sense of comfort and a sense of peace. And I don't really know if that's just my own brain trying to give me that, but I do think that there is a creator, there is something more. I have no idea what it might be, but I do think that there is at least something out there, and I do believe that is God.
What do you believe about God?
I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, Israel, Moses. I believe in the living God, the God of the Bible, for 3 different reasons. I'm sorry. I'll answer that again. I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, Israel, Moses, the living God, the God of the Bible, for 3 different reasons. Reason number 1, archaeological evidence that backs up the Bible. Reason number 2, my own supernatural experiences. Reason number 3, people's testimonies across the globe. People have stories. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Not everyone's a liar. And there's a lot of people who not only claim, but they actually have evidence of medical miracles, demons being casted out in Jesus' name. And the Bible itself has changed me when I read it. So,
What do you believe about God?
I do believe in a God. I do believe that a God exists. I probably not the conventional, the white guy with the beard that most people think of. I think God is energy, in particularly love energy. And the reason I say that is because I see a lot of violent, horrible, hateful things that happen in the name of God, and it makes me wonder how somebody who claims to believe in God can think that doing something horrible in God's name is okay. And I think people mistake belief in God with religion, because I think you can believe in God and not necessarily be a religious person or go to any particular service of any kind. So I think we need to make that distinction. What are really God's laws, which is really love, as opposed to what stuff that man made up. So Yeah, I definitely do believe that there is some higher power that created everything.
Awesome. What do you believe about God?
I feel like we're all designed by something greater than our understanding, and as men and women, we definitely don't necessarily have a key understanding of what's the right way of praising or being in touch with their faith, or whichever way you choose to call it. The process itself is very much undefined. So with us reaching to find certain ways of doing it in a certain way that establishes separation, labels, certain categories of how to do it the right way, who's the right one to do it to. At the end of the day, for me personally, I feel like I was created by something greater than me. Um, we don't necessarily have the understanding of how to do it properly, but as long as you're a decent human being, you're doing right, you're giving back to the universe, you're giving positive energy, and you're doing things in the sense of progression and progress of the human race and like the times we live in it, taking advantage of being alive, showing gratefulness, various other forms of charity, and just being an all-around good person, avoid messing people's lives up, or whatever. That's usually the best way with being a good follower. I don't know, like I feel like the Bible has like the age-old message of to be in the image of God, and I don't necessarily have an image of that. I just feel like it's the right way of living, just doing what's just and right, and you just use your moral compass for that. And as long as you're following that, you're a vessel of God or not a creation. And regardless, you're living the human experience, so there isn't no right or wrong way to do it. As long as you're not trying to defile anybody or anything like that. But so far, that's all I got on that.
What do you believe about God?
I don't know if like his name or her name is God, because I'm not a religious person, but I definitely believe there's energy in the world. Like everything you put in the world, you get back. There is a higher power, obviously, because there's so many things that we can't explain as human beings. Like there's planets and galaxies and aliens and all that stuff. Like how does that exist? Like how did that come about? But do I pray to something? I don't pray to anything. Just be a good person. I think that's more of a God for me. What I believe is a God. I think energy is more of a God, if that makes sense. Like I don't think there's like an individual person like, hey guys, be a good person. Don't do this.